Welcome to Effective Note-Taking Tutorial number 2. In this short tutorial, we will take a look at 4 note-taking formats that you might consider using. Here we go. The first note-taking format we will look at is the traditional outlining format. This format works particularly well for taking notes in class when the material being presented is well organized and moves from main ideas to supporting details. To use this format, record the first main point presented for the main concept of the lecture after Roman numeral 1. Then listen for the first main fact related to that point and record it after a traditional number 1. All of the supporting details related to that fact can then be recorded under it as A, B, C, and so on. If more main facts are presented for that same point, continue with this pattern. However, when a new point is presented, record it after a second Roman numeral and continue with the same numbering and lettering pattern used for the first main point. The second note-taking format you might consider is the 2-column format, also known as the Cornell method of note-taking. This takes some practice to use during lecture, but it's a great tool for condensing and organizing your notes for study afterward. In your notebook, you would divide the page in half, with one side for main ideas covered in a particular lecture and the other side for supporting facts and details. At the bottom of the page on one side, you would list all vocabulary words presented, and then their definitions on the other side, followed by questions for the instructor and the answers you get. And finally, you might find it helpful to summarize the lecture material in your own words in as few concise sentences as possible. The note chart format is best used for courses that require memorization of dates, events, places, people, etc. With practice, this format can be used during lecture or after lecture to organize your outline notes for easier memorization. And finally, I'm sure you've heard the saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words. That is why the fourth note-taking format, the mind mapping format, can be such an effective tool for organizing your notes for study. Making a picture of your notes makes the concepts easy to see and relates each factor idea to every other factor idea, easily showing relationships. After the lecture, start with the overall main idea or topic of the lecture and put it in a bubble in the center of a page in your notebook. Then go through your notes and put each main point made or related idea presented in their own bubbles at the end of a spoke coming from the main idea or concept. Then add the facts around each main point or related idea bubble. Finally, connect your details to each main point or related idea. This concludes this tutorial, but I hope that you will join me for the third and final effective note-taking tutorial, in which we will first identify your dominant learning style, and then, based on that learning style, we will identify specific strategies you can use to utilize your notes most effectively to learn.